Ah, beautiful song.
Thank
LP, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks so much for coming down and hanging out with us this afternoon at the Levi's Lounge, and you sound as great as ever. And we're both from back east. I mean, of course, Long Island, Brooklyn, but you call LA your home now. Was it just because of all the songwriting and stuff that you were doing for other people? Was it better geographically besides the weather?
Yeah, that's what brought me out there. But then I don't know. It's like I remember the day that I just was like, holy shit, I love it out here.
Yeah. I feel the same way about San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's great.
It was weird. Like, it was unexpected because I don't think, I never, I'm so, like, East Coast centric, Like, it's just like it never even, like, occurred to me that I would ever live on this coast for some reason. And it's weird to me now that I never thought about it. But
yeah,
I
and now
really
you're happy and don't want to leave, which is cool,
yeah,
right?
I dig it, It's like, it just feels very, I feel, creatively, I just feel the muse out here pretty hardcore.
That's good, because you
nice.
need that too, and it's a little different than where we grew up, where it's a little more people on top of you.
Yeah, exactly. It's New York City is too vertical.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
It's just like I don't even look up for months at a time.
Exactly. There's just too much stuff going on up there. It's true.
Exactly.
No doubt. What's great is there's fans of yours that came today from all over the world, which is very cool.
Nice.
So, and of course the Bay Area, but they have some questions for you. So I was going to run these by you. One of them was, who inspired or influenced you most when you were young? Who were the artists that you really loved? And what are you listening to now?
I would say probably like Beatles and Stones,
Yeah.
I feel like I just couldn't do without either of those bands. Like oddly, I probably have too much time on my hands if I'm admitting to this, but I think about it a lot. I'm like, if I was on a desert island, would I? And someone said you can only have the Beatles or the Stones. I'd be like, I don't think I could. I couldn't deal without having the Stones. Like, I love the Beatles, but then if I never heard the Stones again, I'd be bummed.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I love them both. I don't think you have to choose. You know what I mean? You can just go, listen, I'm going to take half these Desert Island discs.
I've thought about that exact thing, though, like several times. More than other things I should be thinking about.
Yeah.
It's weird to me. But anyway, and now I want a Leonard Cohen kick right now because I feel like I wasn't really... I didn't, I liked his stuff when he was alive, but I'm going crazier now. I just really...
Are you going back and listening to all those albums?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I really like his new one, too.
Yeah, it was a great way, a great record to go out to, which was... But he's written...
Play me out.
Yeah, and he's... And like yourself, LP, Leonard Cohen was one of those guys where a lot of people did his music. Just take the song everybody knows that Concrete Blonde did and Don Henley did.
Yeah.
So many people have covered it. It's such a great song.
Oh, Concrete Blonde.
Yeah, I love Jeanette. She's really cool. But so, something like that, with you having had your songs covered by so many different people, whether it's, Cher doing one of your songs or Christina Aguilera or even Backstreet Boys or somebody like that. What was the break? Someone had written down here, we wanted to know what was the break that you got when you were able to get your music to some of these other musicians? How did that whole thing come about?
I just when I was an artist, when I first got my first major label deal, I just those like 3 years that I was in like the on Jeff Jam like Universal system, and then I just kept writing songs. Like I just like kind of took to it. Like I just was like, oh, I gotta. It was like my job, to like kind of write as many songs as possible then, and it was like I didn't realize you could do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was like weird to me to like collaborate with people like that and that I didn't know, like, and just show up and write.
Yeah.
But then I realized I like kind of liked it, And then one song got cut by the Backstreet Boys and nothing happened. I never put out a record on any of those labels, so. Then I just embarked on like a songwriting career. That's what kind of brought me out to California ultimately, because I was back and forth when I was signed to record labels, and then I signed a publishing deal and started writing for other people, and then I don't know, kind of like everything at once. I started writing stuff for myself again, and then also I got this a pretty big cut with Rihanna. I had a single on Rihanna's record, Loud, and then kind of, and then I wrote like Into the Wild and a bunch of stuff, and got signed to Warner Brothers, and so, like, my songwriting kind of career and my artist career almost, like, kind of started to go
happened
up.
at the same time,
yeah.
kind of simultaneously,
cool.
which is very cool. How many labels were you on?
Well, I just signed a new deal with RCA a couple of weeks ago, so that's my 7th record deal.
Wow, that's amazing.
4th major label deal.
Do you have any advice for, like, aspiring musicians out there that are listening on the radio right now and sitting in the audience? Like, because going through that whole thing is a very emotional roller coaster.
It is. It's very, and it's not easy. I think, the hardest thing is to preserve your openness as far as being a creative, because I think, when people, one of the biggest things I've ever experienced, like the biggest example of this was that my song "Lost on You" that's doing so well now, like it's like this huge hit in Europe and stuff, and it's I played that song for my label that for Warner Brothers. Sorry guys, but I'm telling you a story just for those artists out there. But like they played it for them, and I got dropped like 3 weeks later. I played them that and Muddy Waters, which has been synced like so many times.
Absolutely, people have been using that.
Yeah, everywhere. And then I got picked up by Vagrant, and then all of a sudden, boom, all this stuff happened, and it just like it really showed me that like, you just never know. Like it's I think it's also like you have to stay in it. You have to write songs because. And I say this over and over. It's like, if you have a hit song, they're going to want you to write another hit song. If you don't have a hit song, you got to write another song to try to get a hit song. If that's what you're into, I mean, I don't know, but like,
but
I think
you love it. It's part of one of the things that's just part of you. Right?
Yeah, and I think it's just like beyond like success or like hit songs and crap like that. I mean, I think that like as a songwriter, I liken it to being a painter. You don't like just stop painting if you love it. You just like keep writing more songs and more life happens, and then like that's how I express myself. So I think I think you got to just take the criticism and all that as part of the thing, and just like kind of and I think writing in volume leads you to self-discovery as far as what you're going to be like.
Exactly, and again, I'm sure you'll feel the same way. It's one person's opinion isn't necessarily going to make or break what you do.
Yeah, it can't, otherwise, you're kind of screwed,
Yeah, absolutely. One other quick question here from Vinny was, what was it like collaborating with Cher? Did you share the experience?
I wish I knew. I mean, the only thing that we got was like, she like sent an email that said, can you change the words of the second verse? And then she sang the old second verse anyway, but no, we didn't really write it together.
Yeah. No, another question was, has anybody ever done one of your songs and you really did not like the way that it came out?
No, I mean, I've had once or twice, like, someone's played me a song and I've been like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. I think we should wait on that, but not often. I usually love it.
That's great. And what was it like to sing at the Kennedy Center?
No.
What?
Later.
What?
That's something. Can you not ask that question?
Oh, okay. You're going to ask it later on. Okay. Some folks in the audience, they also wanted to let you know, what's really cool is we've got Grace, who is a huge fan of yours, and she wanted to know what inspired what she thought was Japanese, that drawing in Tokyo Square.
The drawing in Tokyo, or the
drumming. Sorry.
Oh, in Tokyo Sunrise.
Tokyo Sunrise, yeah. Sorry guys, I could just.
Oh, you mean in the video?
Oh, in the video, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. There was like a school, and they just it was like they just like loved the song. They wanted to do it, so
was it fun?
Yeah, it was super fun.
Were they watching you in the process of making the clip? Is that what it was about? And then all of a sudden
they were playing. No, they were playing. They like we just invited them to like make that wasn't even supposed to be a video. It was just like an EPK thing that got out of control.
Yeah, and it just turned into something. Yeah, which was fun. That's the best way that things happen a lot of times. And we're with LP right now, by the way, in the Levi's Lounge here at KFOG. Now this is we have someone here who's from Vienna, Austria.
Nice.
Her name is Alexandra, and she said she knows you'll be in Vienna soon on tour,
Nice.
and wanted to recommend a spot for you while you're there, which is called a Frauen Cafe, which she says, yes, it's a woman's cafe, and you should check
nice.
it out.
I will. I'll check that out.
Very great. But we really appreciate you coming. Congratulations
Thank you
on
very
the
much.
EP doing so great.
Thank you very much.
People really discovering what you're doing, LP.
Thanks, man.
So we love having you here. Will you do a couple more songs for us?
I will. Thank you.
Fantastic. All right, LP, everybody, let's hear it for you.